Have you ever watched an older person walk lightly, sit down and stand back up without using their hands and wondered, how can they do that? Why can't? Have you ever asked yourself why every morning your back feels stiff, your knees ache, and your whole body seems a few years older even though you didn't do anything heavy? Or maybe you've worried that, if things keep going this way, one day even the smallest tasks, bending down to tie your shoes, turning your body while driving, or stepping up a single stair, might become difficult. If you've ever had those thoughts, you're not alone. But here's the part that surprises many people. In Japan, the country with the longest living elders in the world, morning stiffness, back pain, knee pain are not considered normal. In fact, even at 80 or 90 years old, many older adults can still sit on the floor and stand back up without anyone's help. So what creates such a huge difference? Genetics? Nutrition? No, the truth is far simpler, so simple you can start tonight. Researchers found that the most flexible, most mobile Japanese seniors all do 5 gentle movements every night before bed. No gym, no complicated yoga, no strength required. Just small, simple motions, ones that activate the deepest healing processes of your joints, tendons, muscles, and spine. Those who maintain this habit experience less pain, less morning stiffness, deeper sleep, and, remarkably, flexibility similar to someone 20-30 years younger. Today, I'm going to guide you through all 5 of those movements in the gentlest, softest, yet most effective way for people over 60. These don't just reduce pain, they help you regain freedom in every step you take. But before we begin, I want to understand your body better. How old are you, and where are you watching from? Just one small comment helps me tailor these movements specifically for you. Once you've left your comment, come back here. And, well, begin with the first movement, the one that can remove up to 50% of lower back stiffness in just a few weeks. Movement #5. Relaxing forward fold. A full body reset. We're going to begin tonight's routine with a simple movement, one that works almost like pressing a reset button for your entire lower body, your back, your hips, and your hamstrings, the areas that stiffen most as we age. Find a soft surface, the edge of your bed, a yoga mat, or even a folded blanket. Sit down and stretch both legs straight out in front of you. If your lower back feels tight or uncomfortable, don't hesitate to place a folded towel under your hips for support. The Japanese always prioritize comfort over perfection. Now take a gentle breath in, and imagine an invisible thread lifting the top of your head upward. Your spine grows longer, straighter, lighter. Then, very slowly, begin to reach your hands forward. You don't need to touch your toes. You don't need to force yourself into a deep fold. Just let your body fall forward under its own natural weight. As you begin to fold, let the movement feel like a quiet exhale after a long, tiring day. You may feel a gentle pull behind your legs, your lower back beginning to lengthen, and your breath gradually deepening with each cycle. In Japan, researchers found that when older adults hold this posture for 2 to 3 minutes, the body activates a special response called myofascial release, the softening and reorganizing of the connective tissues around the muscles. In simple terms, it's the moment when long tightened tissues finally begin to relax, loosen, and realign in a healthier way. And the best part? You don't have to do anything. You just stay, breathe, and allow your body to open on its own. Take a deep inhale and a long, slow exhale. Each time you breathe out, see if your body can fall forward just a little more, even a few millimeters. If it doesn't, that's perfectly fine. True progress comes from relaxing, not forcing. After about a minute, you may even hear a soft sigh from your muscles, a sign of release, of letting go. This posture isn't about how far you can reach, it's about how much you can open. Japanese elders often say, let your breath lead the movement, not your ego. Hold this position for around 3 minutes. If you feel a light tremble, a mild stretch, or a gentle tingling that's completely normal, it means your body is reopening areas that have been ignored for years. When you slowly lift your body back up, you may feel a warm, soothing sensation in your lower back, as if you've just reawakened a part of yourself. Before we move on to the next movement, let me ask you something so I can understand you better. If you've ever experienced lower back pain or morning stiffness, leave a comment with the number 1. I read every comment to make sure I'm helping the right people and to adjust these routines for our community's real needs. Once you've commented, come back here. We'll continue with movement #4, a posture that looks like rest, but unlocks some of the deepest healing in your entire spine. Movement hash 4. Gentle spinal twist. The ninja twist. Now that the back of your body has opened and softened, we move into a movement that feels incredibly light. So light that some people even wonder, does lying like this actually do anything? But in reality, this is one of the fastest ways to release spinal pressure, especially for adults over 60. Lie down in your most comfortable position on a mat, a firm mattress, or even on your bed. Bend both knees and place your feet flat on the floor. Then slowly, very slowly, allow both knees to fall gently to one side. You don't need to pull. You don't need to force. Just let the natural weight of your legs guide your body into the twist. The most important part, your shoulders must stay grounded. This contrasts stable shoulders with a gentle rotation of the hips, creates a soft, soothing twist that unlocks the spine from deep within. Extend your arms out to the sides in a T shape, hands relaxed, chest open. From the outside, it looks like you're simply resting. But inside, each vertebra is being lightly separated, almost like easing apart two suction cups that have clung together all day. This is natural spinal decompression, allowing fresh blood flow and nourishing fluids to reach areas that have been compressed for years. Hold this position for at least 90 seconds. Don't rush to switch sides. Your body needs time to recognize that this posture is safe before it can fully release. As you inhale, imagine sending your breath into the stretched side of your ribcage. You'll feel your chest expand 1 millimeter at a time. This is an incredibly effective way to loosen the intercostal muscles, the small muscles between your ribs that quietly determine how well you can twist and rotate. If you want even more comfort, place a small pillow between your knees. The Japanese often do this to prevent excess twisting in the hips and lower back. After holding long enough, bring your knees back to center, then gently switch to the other side. Again, slow, soft, completely unforced. Let your body drift into the twist as naturally as it did the first time. When you return to a neutral position, you may feel a warm wave of relief spreading along your spine, as if someone just removed a weight you've carried all day. And now, with your spine fully released, we'll move into one of the most restorative, wave-like movements of the entire routine, cat-cow, where each vertebra wakes up one after another like rolling waves. Movement hash 3. Cat-cow undulation. Awakening each vertebra. After your spine has been gently opened and decompressed, we move into a softer, more fluid motion, a movement the Japanese practice daily to keep their backs flexible, even into their 80 seconds and 90 seconds. This is the cat-cow undulation, the familiar cat-cow, but done slower, smoother, and deeper than most people have ever practiced it. Come into a 4-point position, both hands and both knees on the ground. If your wrists feel sensitive, make fists, or place a folded towel under your palms to reduce pressure. The key here is comfort and safety. Now take a long inhale and let your belly gently sink down, your spine forming a soft reverse arch. Open your chest, draw your shoulders back, and let your gaze lift slightly forward. This is the cow position where the front of your body expands. Then exhale slowly, pull your belly inward and round your back up. Imagine lifting the middle of your spine toward the ceiling like a cat, stretching into the morning sun. Relax your neck and gently tuck your chin. What makes the Japanese-style cat-cow different isn't the shape, it's the rhythm. No rushing, no jerking, no going through the motions. It must be soft like a wave rising and falling, smooth and continuous. Let the movement begin at your tailbone, travel up through your lower back, your mid-back, and finally to your neck. Each vertebra moves as if it's waking up after months of being locked. As this motion repeats with your breath, the spinal fluid, the liquid that nourishes your nervous system, begins to circulate more strongly. This is why so many people feel less morning stiffness, less neck pain, and deeper sleep after just a few days of practice. You may hear a few small pops or tiny clicks. This is not a bad sign. It's simply trapped gas escaping from your joints, like unlocking doors that haven't been opened in years. Continue this flowing movement for about 2 minutes, no counting needed. Just let your breath guide you. Every inhale is an opening wave. Every exhale is a soft, closing wave. When you finish, sit back and notice how your spine feels warm, loose, and almost oiled, as if someone just restored its natural glide. And now that your spine is fully awake, well, move down to the lower body, the area that determines how you stand, walk, and balance every day. Your ankles and your hips. Movement hash 2. Ankle and hip circles. Activating the foundations of your body, after awakening your spine with slow, wave-like motion. We now move down to the lower body, the part that determines how you walk, how steady you feel, how well you balance, and how confidently you avoid falls. This brings us to the ankles and the hips, two joints that may look small, but they are the foundation of your entire body. Many people over 60 experience knee pain, but the biggest mistake is focusing only on the knee. In reality, the problem often begins at the ankle, which controls how smoothly you step, and at the hip, which absorbs rotation, supports weight, and stabilizes your body with every movement. Sit at the edge of your bed or on a mat. Extend one leg forward and allow your ankle to move freely. Then, very slowly, begin drawing small circles with your ankle. Imagine you're tracing soft, gentle lines in the air with your big toe. 10 circles clockwise, then 10 circles counterclockwise. It sounds simple, but each rotation wakes up more than 30 tiny joints and over 100 tendons and muscles around the ankle parts of your body that have worked silently for decades without receiving much care. As you circle the ankle, you're opening pathways for blood and joint fluid to reach the deeper areas, places that gravity has pulled downward all day, leaving them dry, stiff, and more vulnerable to injury. Switch legs and repeat, slowly and patiently. The most important part is, never rush. Now, move up to the hip. Lie down, pull one knee toward your chest, and rotate it in slow, gentle circles. Imagine you're stirring a cup of water using your hip joint itself. The hip is a ball and socket joint, but throughout the day, most of us use it only forward and backward. Hip circles restore movement in directions your body has forgotten for years. 5 circles clockwise, 5 circles counterclockwise. Then switch sides. If you hear light pops or gentle clicks, completely normal. This means tiny adhesions in the joint are releasing, like untying small knots formed over time. After finishing, you'll likely feel your legs softer, warmer, and more flexible, as if a new flow of energy is moving down through your lower body. And here's the important part. This is the essential preparation before we reach movement. Has shown the simplest, gentlest movement, yet the most powerful for joint fluid, your spine, and your body's natural recovery while you sleep. If the ankles and hips are the foundation, then movement Hashon is the central key that nourishes your entire joint system the right way. It requires no strength, no special technique, yet it can reduce morning stiffness by a significant amount in just a few weeks. And now that your lower body is open and circulating, we're ready for that movement. Movement Hashon. Legs up the wall, the gentlest yet most powerful movement. At this point, you've opened your back, rotated your spine, awakened each vertebra, and softened the joints of your lower body. But there is still one final piece, a movement the Japanese considered the most important of all. No effort, no strength, no technique. Yet it activates the deepest natural recovery mechanisms in your body, especially while you sleep. This is legs up the wall. It sounds so simple that many people think, how could that possibly help? But often, what your body needs isn't more effort. It's putting yourself in the right position so your body can do the rest on its own. How to begin? Find a sturdy wall. Lie on your back and position your hips about a hand's width away from it, not too close, just enough so you can lift your legs comfortably. When you're ready, raise both legs and rest them against the wall. If your knees bend slightly, that's perfectly fine. In fact, it helps your hamstrings relax more easily. And that's all you need to do. No movement, no tension, no effort. Just lie there and let your body heal itself. A small movement with big impact. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, gravity pulls everything downward. Blood, lymphatic fluid, inflammatory waste, excess fluid, all of it collects around the feet, ankles, and knees, creating heaviness, fatigue, and aching. But when you lift your legs above your heart, your body shifts instantly into a drainage and recovery mode. 1. Lymphatic fluid flows back upward. Nearly 95% of the fluid stored in your legs begins moving back toward your core to be filtered and cleared. This is why many people feel their legs become lighter within minutes. 2. More joint fluid is produced. In this position, pressure on your joints drops close to zero. This is when your body naturally increases production of fresh synovial fluid, the lubrication that helps your knees, ankles, and hips move more smoothly the next morning. 3. Deep spinal decompression. Your entire spine from neck to lower back gets to rest, free from the weight of your body. The discs that were compressed all day begin absorbing fluid again like a dry sponge, soaking up moisture. 4. Lower heart rate, preparing for deep sleep. With your legs elevated, your nervous system shifts into relaxation mode. Your breath slows, your heart rate steadies. Your body prepares for higher quality sleep. The right way to do it: place your arms by your sides, palms facing upward to open the chest. Close your eyes if you like. Inhale softly and exhale slowly. With every exhale, feel your legs growing lighter, your back softening, your body melting deeper into rest. Stay in this position for 3 to 5 minutes. Japanese elders often count 100 breaths, and each breath becomes a gentle rinse for the entire body. If you feel slight tingling in your feet during the first minute, completely normal, it's a sign that circulation is shifting direction. If your lower back is sensitive, place a folded towel under your hips for support. Every adjustment you make serves one purpose: total comfort. When you finish, bend your knees slowly, roll to one side, and gently push yourself up. You may notice your legs feel lighter, your back feels straighter, and your breathing is deeper than before you began. Movement has shown is not an exercise. It is an evening ritual, a gift you offer to the legs that have carried you through an entire lifetime. And now that you've completed all 5 movements, we'll move into the final part where I connect all the benefits, show you how to use them daily, and explain how just a few minutes each night can transform your body over the coming weeks. You've just gone through all 5 movements, gentle, simple, requiring no strength. Yet each one touches the most important parts of your body: the hamstrings, the spine, the ankles, the hips, and the joint fluid system that nourishes your entire frame. And if you noticed, each movement has a very clear purpose. The first movement opens the entire backside of your body and reduces lower back stiffness. The second decompresses the spine and softens the whole upper body. The third awakens each vertebra through the rhythm of your breath. The fourth reopens your foundation, the ankles and the hips, and the final movement guides your body into its deepest healing state. 5 movements, but truly one perfectly coordinated system. Not stronger, not faster, not more. Just the right movements, at the right time, for exactly what the body needs, especially the body over 60. And the best part is this: you don't need an hour. You don't need a gym. You don't need complicated technique. Just 12 to 15 minutes before bed. If you stay consistent, your body will naturally begin to change. Less morning stiffness, easier standing up and sitting down, lighter, smoother steps, reduced joint pain, deeper breaths, better sleep. And most importantly, you regain the feeling that you are in control of your body, not age. People often ask me, at 70, can my body still change? My answer is always yes. Absolutely yes. Because the human body at any age still holds the ability to recover when we give it the right signals at the right time. These 5 movements tonight are that signal. And before you leave this video, I'd love to know something so I can understand you better. Which of the 5 movements did your body feel the most? Leave a comment. I read every single one, because they help me create videos that fit you better and better. Thank you for taking this time to care for your body. Wishing you a deep, restful sleep and a morning that feels lighter than today. When you're ready, I'll be right here to continue this journey with you, so staying healthy after 60 becomes easier, gentler, and filled with hope.